everybody. I'm Kelly Lynne D'Angelo, Haudenosaunee, Tuscarora. I am your Dungeon Master, and welcome back to NDND. We're real happy to play once more and continue our story. But before we do, we are going to go around the circle, as we often do, and introduce everybody. So I'm going to throw it to Jarfield.
Hey, everybody.
I mean, Joey.
Oh, wait. Who am I? Where am I? What? Okay. I think I got it. My name is Joey Clift. I'm a role member of the Cowlitz Indian tribe. I'm playing the role of Jarfield. He's a cat. He's a tabaxi. Yeah, cats don't exist in D&D. They're tabaxis. Anyway, hi, everybody.
And up next is Lucas.
Woo! Sorry, that was way too much energy. It is a Sunday morning. Hi, I'm Lucas Brown Eyes.
Lucas, it's 12:30 p.m. It's the afternoon.
This is such a morning for me.
Yeah.
This is my morning. I'm Lucas Brown Eyes. I'm Oglala Lakota, and I play Chante.
And next up is Benny.
Hey, I'm Benny Wayne Sully. I am Shichangu Lakota, and I am Ikto.
Passing it down to Azie.
Hey, I'm Azie Dungey. I'm Pamunky, and I play Eucalyptus, who is a half wood elf paladin.
And also is wearing an amazing necklace today that I hope we can post on Twitter because it is a cool piece. And if that's a Uke piece, I love it. Don't mind me shortening Eucalyptus to Uke for some reason. It felt like too many.
She likes it.
That moment. Okay. And up last but not least, we have Siena.
Definitely not least. I'm not short at all, and neither is P. Hi, I'm Siena, Choctaw Nation of Oklahoma represent. I'm P. She's a halfling rogue, but she got so much inside her.
She's got
so much.
I am loving this 12:30 Sunday energy levels. This is great. May we all come coffeeed and ready to play. I love it. So with that, let me just do a quick recap and pick you guys up to speed as to where we are in the story. So last episode, very quickly, they were told to run, and they could see why. The sound of footsteps falling outside of the small chapel. You guys opened that door after talking to your good friend Chili Bones and saw this strange contraption. I don't even know what a construction of some sort made of different metals, gems. Tall, casting the shadow all the way down. Golem, really, coming down to attack you all and crush you with its fists. Very quickly, you guys engaged in battle. It was not easy by any means. This was a situation where one by one, you guys were falling, including, I think, Ikto being hit to death almost twice in a row. Very dangerously and cutting it very close to a point that he almost even sacrificed himself and told you guys to run. Thankfully, thanks to the quick thinking and holding powers of your friend Chili Bones, you were able to recover and get a little bit of time, even just a few seconds enough. They were able to pick up your feet and continue running. You eventually hit the forest that you guys had once traversed for that initial quest, and saw and still heard, even as you guys were trying to talk and put everything together, have that short rest. Very quickly, you could hear the steps once more of that machine-like being coming for you all. Knowing that time is of the essence, you eventually found Good Boy, is what I believe you guys are calling him. The dog spirit of the forest.
Never learned his real name.
He offered it.
Don't care.
He offered it willingly, but you said, nope, I'm calling you Good Boy out of your deep respect, Jarfield. As you guys eventually learned, he would take care of holding back this entity as much as possible, and whistled a few creatures nearby so you guys can mount them and make your way through the forest as quickly as possible. You guys chose bears. You just ran through the forest with bears, some more gracefully than others, and then eventually hit where the forest met the sea. From there, you guys made your way down, collecting and asking the townsfolk for a few things along the way, including swiping a newspaper, and made your way through this small sea shanty town called Impact, directly going to Marcus, which is the twin brother of Julian, the family that you guys had stayed at the night previous's family hole there, and eventually found him. You guys went to Marcus's wares, quickly found Marcus as quickly as you can on the second floor, begged him and told him we deserve things and we need your help and things are bad and help. Like your family promised things. And very quickly, he ensured that he had a few options for you. And you guys decided to take him as well as his old boat that he has not gone in a long time. He kind of hush asked, you guys to keep it on the DL, that he is about to leave this magnificent, humongous warehouse that he has been overseeing, sort of the epicenter of impact, with the hope of adventure once more. He seems to be eagerly wanting to get it's somewhere else, and just he's kind of got that rustic sort of George Clooney-esque like I want to hit the sea once more vibe. So he brought all you guys down to his keelboat named Moon Maiden, and that's just about where we left off. It's the middle of the night. It's getting towards like midnight or so, maybe even a little bit past this, from just the way that you guys had to make it through the forest all day. But you guys know that time is of the essence, essentially. Actually, it'd be about 10 o'clock right now, because you know that by midnight or so, that entity is probably going to be hitting impact. And you want to get out of there before it's able to find you and find a way to get into the water. So with that, let's pick up right in front of the boat. You guys are all starting to get into Moon Maiden. Marcus right now is rolling a few barrels of supplies, some dried meats and things from the storage unit, and kind of dusting it off and trying to bring it up. It's a very simple boat, very beautiful wood that kind of has this like deep brown to it. You can't exactly tell what the wood is made of right away. It does look like some of the wood that you've seen through an impact and from the nearby forest. This sort of long, tall trees, again, very inspired by the coastal Northwest trees that you can see, the redlands and all that. As you guys are looking at this boat, you can also see there's beautiful inlaid black wood, and again, that gorgeous sort of maiden of some sort of the moon at the helm. So what are you guys doing?
Getting on the boat.
All right.
Getting right on.
Hey, Marcus, do we have any kerosene on the boat? We good on kerosene, we good on food, we got potions.
Oh, let me see. The potions not so much, but we have a lot of other things. We have food. We have
Cake.
We have enough food. We have enough
pies.
Cake. We do not have
nope,
well,
pies.
I have some hot coals and ways to kind of fry up some things, but I don't necessarily.
We're in a hurry, but I think you're gonna need a few boxes of pies, and maybe some brownies.
Chante, we're just getting on the boat.
So,
You just gotta.
I get it. We're in a hurry. This is like life or death.
But so like,
just go get some pies.
Like kerosene oil, anything like that.
Yes, and also depending on how long we hit the seas here, we might want to talk to a nearby friend and see if they have an extra bunk bed. You can see there's only 2 in the back, and he kind of brings you up onto the boat. You guys have been kind of helping out in the front area, but there is this back section, the sort of area where you guys can recover and rest and maybe do different rounds of sleeping and trying to man the ship. You guys can peek inside and see there's a very simple, small sort of stove top. It looks more like a grill with coals underneath it. It doesn't seem like there's any way to actually cook food safely here. And then there's bunk beds on either side. There is enough room to cram like one bunk bed where a trunk is, and probably drag the trunk out and put it somewhere else on the main deck of the ship. But it's quite tight quarters. I would say no more than probably about actually it's not too bad, 15 by 15 feet. So like a nice sized room, but you got to kind of cram everything together in its little corners, and the bunk beds are
okay, let's I think we need another bunk bed, because I feel like we're going to be on this boat for a while. Let's see, bunk beds. Do we have anything we can make a bunk bed?
All right, so who wants to share a bed with me?
I don't know. I have a really bad migraine from dying
C's?
like 3 times. So I'm just going to lay down in a top bunk. I'm like still about to die.
Me, Ikto, and Jarfield, top bunk, called it.
All 3 of us?
Yeah.
Seems good. Good idea.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
I'm a bedwetter.
Cool.
Actually, I'm a fuzzy cuddly cat. I'm down for that.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Let's get weird with it. We're on a boat now.
Yeah.
We're on a boat now, guys.
Marcus like kind of nods and goes, that would actually help solve our issue of having to get an extra bunk if the 3 of you cuddled, and maybe not to put pressure on P, I believe your name is, and Eucalyptus, but if you guys, you're small and she's normal size, so if you kind of use one bed together, that could work, and then I could use one of the beds. I don't want to, infringe.
So you get a bed all to yourself.
I mean, normal.
Interesting.
Kind of messed
That
up,
would
dude.
be the expectation of a captain.
Right. Sorry.
But I'm like backup captain. I think that matters.
P is a great height. There's no normal height, is all I'm gonna say.
I agree.
Except for me,
Height
I'm
is a
5'10",
spectrum,
which makes me
you
like
know?
a basketball player Triton. So
Well, I don't mind
Awesome.
sharing bed with either Marcus or P, whoever.
Whoever's
wants.
interested.
Yeah, whoever's interested.
maybe
Marcus
both?
kind of clocks that very, very curiously and goes, well,
I'm good
at
at
least
sharing.
at least let me go talk on the deck real quick and see if anybody else around here quickly has a spare bed of some sort to share.
Oh, okay.
It shouldn't be more than 5 minutes. And so he
All
kind
right.
of
And pies, get pies.
Yeah, kerosene, oil, something
No,
flammable.
pies. We don't need oil. What? Pies.
I'm
pies and oil.
tired.
What you
Come up with the reason why you can't share a bed.
Okay, I got it. I know exactly what I'm gonna say. I know what I'm
Just
gonna say.
join Jarfield, Ikto, and I.
No, I've got something to say. I know what I'm gonna say.
Everyone, I
No,
think the
it's
blood
okay.
loss is getting to me. I don't feel too good anymore.
Just
Just
go
lay
down.
down. Lay down.
Because you don't have
Oh.
pies.
Wait, we
nobody's
should
getting
come up with
pies.
we should come up with a game plan. Where are we going to? Also, should we sleep? There's only a couple beds. Should we sleep in shifts? Should we do a short? Should we like rest for just like an hour or so to like make sure everybody's feeling good for this journey? Like, I don't know. What should we do? What do you guys want to do?
We should go. We should leave.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
need to leave.
Yeah, we need to get
and
outta
then
here.
when we
Let's hit this-
when we're
let's-
on the water, we can negotiate.
I'll figure it
that
out.
kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Ikto can go to sleep if he needs to.
Thanks, guys. I don't feel hot right now. I feel pretty bad. I'm bleeding, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go lay down.
Okay.
Yeah,
Figure it
you
out.
go.
Maybe
Let's
we've got
all take a
bandages? I
rest.
don't want you bleeding everywhere.
I'm sorry. I'll try to stop. I've died like 3 times in the last 24 hours.
Do you want me to sit on you? It's calming.
I'm pretty sure the last time I didn't want to be brought back. It's a
Yeah.
curse at this point. I can't die.
You died a
So-
lot.
I died a lot.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
I'm just
you
gonna
can die.
I'm gonna
We
take
just
a
won't let you
quick cat
stay there.
nap.
Did you
Jarfield.
see anything on the other side?
No, there's nothing, guys. It's
bad.
over. The moment that we're gone, it's done. We're
There's
just
darkness.
life is over. And
I can't believe that because that's not what
Wait,
the paladin holy book.
I know.
Eucalyptus.
that sucks for
Eucalyptus
you.
is a paladin. Don't say that to her.
There's
you
something,
just
but
didn't
it's
get
dark.
there yet because you
Oh,
weren't dead.
okay.
Yeah.
Ikto, are you sure?
Next time, let me get
Also-
there, everyone.
Also, our best friend is Chili Bones, and he's a talking skeleton. So that tells me that there's something on the other side.
I
Believe me,
can't
I've seen it.
explain
It's just bad.
Maybe not for
And it's
Ikto.
waiting
Maybe
for us all.
I've been bad. I have a lot of shortcomings. It might just somebody probably decided, no, this guy doesn't get to exist after this. He's done. He's done. And I think,
The same fate waits us all, and it's just dark.
oh yeah,
Yes.
I'm seeing black right now, guys. So I'm just gonna lay down. Can someone put me
Gotcha.
on the top bunk? Because I think if I try and climb, I'm
and
just
right
gonna
then Ikto,
fall.
yeah, like just falls. Like Ikto falls down and like he seems so exhausted, collapsing out of
Okay. I pick Ikto up and I start dragging him to the top bunk, and then I tuck him in, and I'm just like, "Here you go, buddy."
Harry,
then I
you
give
do
him-
so.
And I give him a little nuzzle, then I give him a little cat nuzzle because I'm a cat.
Aw.
All
Well,
right, don't take advantage of him. Moises.
Yeah, it's creepy.
I want him to smell like me.
in my sleep, I just say, I consent.
Thank you. I want everybody has to smell like me. Everybody has to smell like my smell.
and as you guys like tuck Ikto in and have that quick discourse, you can hear Marcus dragging something. You can hear like the sound of something having some sort of wood. As he gets to the front door and he opens it, and he kind of looks happy as you can see that there's some sort of small bed or cot that he is dragging behind him. He goes,
Marcus,
I got good news. I have a cot. I have an extra bed that
Oh,
we can
great.
probably put in the corner. So that should give the two P, you said you wish to have your own bed, and now Eucalyptus, you can have your own bed, and I can sleep on the cot. So that'll be good.
I wet the bed sometimes.
Me too.
Would you?
So I need my own bed.
Yeah, he already established that. You didn't need to
you
say
have your
that.
own bed.
Yeah, he already got you at your own bed. You didn't need to say that.
Thanks, P, but it's not gonna work.
I was just trying to be a good friend, but whatever, fine.
Thank you.
It's a reason why so many of you have problems with the vowels.
Our diets are terrible. We just ate like handfuls of granola a couple days ago, and that was it.
They drink from the river a
We had
lot.
pies.
Yeah,
I don't want to be
we drink from the river a
concerning,
lot.
but I have a feeling this room is going to be needing a lot of cleaning. So I'll add that to the list of crew duties. Usually it's easy to handle with a group like this, but it seems like we might need it more rigorously than not. And we have you can see the little hole in the back next to the in the round corner. That's where you can do your stuff.
Thanks.
Or just jump in the ocean and do it. It's fine.
I can aim it off the boat.
Yeah, I've seen it. It's impressive.
We've all seen it.
Yeah.
Her name is P.
That's not where it comes from.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Unrelated skills.
Okay, I was confused for a moment, but I do need to speak to you all as captain of the ship. We need to talk very quickly about duties because
Duties.
It's not easy. Trying to handle a boat of this size, and especially if you're trying to get it some speed and catch the wind, we will need people who are available and willing to learn. I don't think any of you have experience.
I'm definitely available and willing. I'm just.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, whatever you need.
I know that P though already asked to be first mate, if I'm not mistaken. So
I just want to make sure you know I'm available and willing.
Well, that's good to know. Maybe you can be you seem strong and athletic, so maybe you can be the boatswain.
The what?
The boatswain. You provide technical advice. You help lead repair and maintenance. You make sure that things don't leak and things of that sort if something goes wrong. We definitely need someone here to be the quartermaster. If anybody's very good at studying nautical charts or understand the weather and the sea conditions. Is anybody here very, very good with nature or very wise in terms of their plotting?
So good at nature, sea stuff.
Maybe understands water.
Yeah. Anyone?
Chante, I think he's talking about Ikto.
Yeah, I think so. But here's the thing, Ikto's not great at that because I once threw him in the water and he just sank.
Chante, swim.
Chante, you probably know the most about water here.
I definitely know the most about water.
So maybe you
do look like a water creature. I don't want to assume.
Racist.
Don't make assumptions.
He does have gills, though.
Just because I have gills and in blue and am a Triton who knows everything about the water and the Guardians of the Water and a Druid and I know everything about doesn't. Oh, I'm just gonna swim outside by the boat if you're gonna be this racist.
Am I hitting a sensitive topic right now?
No, I just. Are you holding? I need something. I've never been this sober for this long. Well, not since like.
We need you sober.
Well, we have alcohol by the boots. I mean,
don't tell him that.
But that's a traditional sailing.
Do you have paint thinner?
You're on the sea. We need rum. We need whiskey. What?
Paint thinner?
Paint thinner?
No.
Yeah. For the repairs, we definitely have some
All right,
lacquer.
Give me some of that. Yeah, for
We have
sure.
some like paint. We have lacquer.
We need that for the repairs, Chante. You can't.
I'm not gonna use it. I'm just gonna smell it.
You know what?
Maybe you can't be quarter person.
Oh, I definitely don't want a job. I know exactly what he's implying, and yeah.
Well,
I just don't want to do anything.
If you don't feel that's a good fit, we do need someone to help with the sails. We need someone to pilot. I can do both, but I can.
What is the least amount of work?
On a boat, what is the least amount of work?
Can I just like swim by the side of the boat?
I would technically say quartermaster, but I feel.
Hey
like
guys, I should be quartermaster. That'd be. I mean, like honestly, I know the ocean. I'm very connected to nature. I know the wind. I can paint.
Chante, quit trying to steal Ikto's job.
Ikto doesn't. He slept through it. Early bird gets the worm. Something like that.
Okay, fine, Chante. Chante should be quartermaster.
Great.
Also,
great.
Ikto like is racist as well.
Oh, there's a lot of things to learn about you guys.
Yeah,
He's
he's a monster.
It's gonna be a very interesting crew.
We're not a monster.
Well, you said you wanted an adventure.
I do want an adventure. It's just trying to train all of you about the sort of traditional sailing rules that we'll need fulfilled, and it seems to be there seems to be a lot to learn, a lot to train.
My first quartermaster duty is to go and sniff some paint thinner.
As a backup captain, I
It's-
condone that. I think it's a good idea.
Outside in the left storage area by the deck. Okay.
As
What'd you guys
whatever
just
I
give
am,
us?
I give up. What am I again?
You're the
The
boatswain.
boatswain. So you give again. You maintenance. You lead repair. You help us with technical advice like that. Do you happen to have any carpenter's tools on you?
Me?
Yes, carpenter's tools.
No.
Okay. Well, I'm going to give you some of them, so we can eventually help train you about how on how to use them. Again, we're probably going to be at sea for quite some time, so hopefully within a couple weeks or less, you'll be able to see how to repair, and I can guide you through that.
Okay, like private tutoring.
Yes, I think it will have to be.
Yeah, I
that.
think
Unless-
I need
Unless
that.
other people, does anyone else want to learn? I can, train others.
No, I think
went-
they're all good.
Right.
You're
I wet the
Um,
bed.
So he gives you carpenter's tools, Eucalyptus, so you can add that down to your items, as well as for you, Chante, he hands you navigator's tools. He provides things like charts and compasses and things like that, so you can kind of use them to glean what directions to go in. Lastly, first mate, he kind of sits you down and he wants to take you off into a corner, so he asks you to come outside, and you see Chante just with this like bucket of this like clear liquid sitting over it, sniffing it very rigorously, and he kind of pulls you to the other direction and then sits you down outside, and he goes, okay, just real quickly, first mate, your job is very specific. You're literally my right hand lady here. We got to keep up morale. We need to make sure everybody is, closely supervised. And as he looks at Chante, sniffing lacquer, and it's really about making sure people are working together and disciplined. So use your intimidation skills as much as possible, because I have a weird feeling that's what's really going to work here with the crew. Persuasion is great, but if you just can scare the living crap out of them, which you're quite good at, you're fairly intimidating.
Thank you.
Yes, I your aggressiveness will really pay off, I think, on the open seas.
It's gonna be great.
Fantastic. So I just want to make sure we're on the same page, because again, we're going to need you and your wit and your strength as much as possible.
I'm very strong.
Okay, so first up, and he kind of claps his hands and like puts a hand on your shoulder and like motions to you, Chante, as best as he can.
Chante,
Yeah, what's up? I'm good.
come over here.
Sorry, I just needed to get back to normal. I don't do well sober. I get kind of murdery when I'm sober. So, if I was a little murdery, I apologize.
Great. So, considering the three of us maybe are the most, do you think he's coherent? Is he coherent?
Oh, I'm good. This is my normal.
This is
Really?
what you're
Yeah.
gonna get.
Yeah, this is as good as it gets.
Eucalyptus has been kind of like with the door open from where the beds are, kind of like listening in to the conversation. And Jarfield, you're kind of behind her, like licking yourself a bit, so you kind of overheard some of the conversation too. Because
Yeah,
you've
he's
been
fine.
taken.
I'd be worried if he was sober.
Yeah, it gets weird. It gets murdery. I think I was talking about like killing you with sharks. So that was, don't worry about it. I'm fine now.
Don't bring that up.
Oh, okay. I'm not going to bring it up.
So you
Thank you.
said we have to really be. It's been since we've gotten on the boat. It's been a solid 30 minutes or so, and I know that you guys have. You said time's of the essence. So I think it's best if we decide 2 people right now who can help steer the ship into the night. I'll begin your training. Hopefully, right now the skies and the winds are not too. Sky's fairly clear and the winds are kind of all over the place. So we'll have to do a little bit of navigation with that. And again, I know that I gave you all rules, but you're not yet ready for them. So I truly am going to be divulging all the information I can to you as we begin this, but it might be kind of rough. So are there 2 people who can volunteer to help steer into the night? It means that you will not be sleeping, unfortunately.
Did you get pies? Because you had 30 minutes. So that's kind of what I took from this. You had enough time to get pies.
I did not get you pie.
Okay, how about this? I'm going to go get some pies, and then I'll just swim up and catch up.
No!
It's really easy for me to swim. It's
You're
fine.
staying on the boat.
I can catch up. It's not that.
No.
Look,
not an issue.
The first place we go to, I will get you a pie.
Pete, can I have you roll an intimidate check against Chante real quick? And then Chante, can I just have you roll a quick insight check?
Didn't we get him some candy? At some point?
Candy's not pie.
7.
7 plus 4.
So P, you're trying to exercise those intimidation skills, and you're going hard on him. But Chante really wants cake.
Yeah. And
Well,
pie.
I'm grabbing onto his shirt and I'm just holding him there. I'm holding him.
How about this?
Right.
I have no damage and, somewhat spells left. Why don't I do the first thing that you're saying, whatever, if I get a pie? Pies, like a crate.
Well, you probably won't have pie for at least a week, so I'll go get you your pie very quickly.
No, we have
Pie
to
shop around the
leave.
corner. I'll go get it. And at that moment, you can hear, not too far away, the sounds of screaming children.
Oh, you better
We
hurry with
have
the
to
pies.
go. We have to go.
We're not
Okay,
getting the pie.
Chante.
Okay, we need a second person. Who else can help him out? Who else can help Chante out?
I'll do it.
Oh,
No,
do
he's like
No,
dead.
Ikto. No. Ikto. It's
I'll
not
do
gonna
it.
be Ikto. Ikto's.
I'm
Ikto's-
good. I'm
You
good.
put this. Do you want to stay up all night or not? I will if you don't. If you want to stay up, I will
I
do
mean,
it. if you don't wanna.
I feel like I need to rest so that I can heal people,
All right.
because otherwise I won't be able to heal anybody. And not that I don't want to stay up all night and help and everything.
She's good at staying up all night. That's something to be noted. But I will also help now.
All right, thank you. P,
As
are
you
you
guys
feeling?
can-
Are you feeling healthy, P? Are you like how
No.
do you feel?
I'm not.
Okay.
I don't feel good, but I'm ready to go. Let's do
Okay,
it. We need to go.
Great.
I'm feeling
With
good.
that, you guys can definitely hear the sounds of children screaming. You can hear the sounds of people seeming confused. You can see there's chaos starting to happen on the lower sort of port here, and you don't know what's going on, but you have a feeling you know, as you can hear in the distance the sound of breaking trees and crunching footsteps. So that P, you say let's go, and very quickly Marcus nods. He points to the 2 of you guys that had volunteered to help. Quickly opens the door, motions for the rest of you to try to get some sleep as quickly as possible. Closes the door behind you and begins to instruct you guys on how to get this boat moving in the wind right now. You're about to leave literally as chaos is ensuing. You can see very quickly that crunching of trees, some sort of creature, a familiar looking one, kind of slowly making its way. Its glowing eyes sort of scanning around, trying to look up and down. It almost looks even more intimidating because right now it's up on the top of the cliff, just having broken through the top of the trees. You guys are several, like 100 feet down. So the angle that you're getting right now is just 2 glowing eyes through like broken trees and stars in the sky. It's a very otherworldly night vision here.
Yo, Captain Dude. I forgot your name. I don't think I've learned it. I don't think
Marcus.
you've said it.
Marcus,
No.
I have a
It's not
place
Good
named
Boy.
after me.
It's not Good Boy. The dog's name is Good Boy.
Yeah. So I can create a fog cloud to kind of mask us if that helps us escape.
No, but if you have any sort of wind ability,
I do. I can gust of wind us right on out of here.
Let's do that.
Let's
Let's
do
try.
that.
Wait.
if
So
we
do you
can
have the
catch-
pies?
Yeah,
No,
he does. He has the.
I don't.
No, shut up.
yes.
Shut up. Shut up.
Yes,
he has
I
the
have-
pies.
I have the pies. I have the pies.
I'm
He
not
has to
sure.
roll. He has to roll a deception check against you.
You know what? Maybe I should just take over. Should I just take over?
No. Chante promised.
He did not. He's not. You can tell he's not. He is
Okay.
lying.
Okay,
He does not have pies.
Okay, Chante, buddy. I promise you, the next place that we go, I will get you 2 pies if you help us do the thing.
I heard crate of pies. Like a
I will
crate?
get you 2. I'll get you 2 pies.
Chante, do you
Okay.
want to die? Do you want to die?
Been there, done that. So I can do a gust of wind, if you guys promise to be nice to me and get me pies.
Yes.
I
Yes,
promise.
promise.
Okay,
Effort.
I
Pies
cast
are
a
promised.
gust of-
Thank you,
Whatever,
Chante.
I'll
Nuzzle,
bake you-
nuzzle, nuzzle,
I'll
nuzzle,
bake you
nuzzle,
a pie.
nuzzle.
I cast gust. Well, when should I cast gust of wind?
Yes. Wait for me.
Captain
And so
Guy.
very quickly, he is off. He is handing you guys instructions. He's telling you to go to the top. Okay, now unroll this. Now untie that. I need you to open this sail. Move this lower hull, here. Pull this rope there. And it's a lot of movement together. So for all of those participating and trying to get this boat ready to go, I need it to be a strength check or an athletics check at the top. So just give me a roll.
I'm doing athletics check.
Okay, nice.
Shit. 9.
Okay.
13 plus 1.
Okay. 13 plus 1, so that's 14 in total. Okay. So you guys are doing the best you can. You don't know what some of the things are as he's shouting them. He's like, okay, get the rudder, pull the chains, just watch out for the, don't hump the bowsprit, Chante. And so you can hear a bunch of him just trying to explain to you all of these different spots, the shrouds, this is the figurehead. You guys don't know what these words mean, but you're trying to learn them as he's explaining what they look like, as he's trying to hold one thing and shout it again, the other way. It takes a little bit of time, and you guys are nervous a little bit nervous at first. Maybe even in just a minute of communication, 5 minutes of communication, you can see that structure, that build, that thing slowly making its way to you. And you can tell because it has no mercy in terms of its location. It is crunching some of these small sort of homes as its feet are knocking down some of the wood that has built this structure. And don't forget, this whole city is built on a cliffside. A lot of these homes are put together by the trees and from the sort of rocks of the nearby land. So when one thing goes down, it's very rickety. It's very easy to take down these homes or these small businesses and buildings. The most sound structure is everything on the main port. And so this thing is just crunching. You can hear people screaming. They're going, but it's moving slowly. It's not the fastest moving thing in the world, and it is making its way towards you. However, right as you can see it slowly turn its head, probably no more than 200 or so feet away at this point, getting closer and closer to you guys, you can tell that it's hopefully not going to continue to follow you right away. It seems a little confused about how to make it step down because it's so steep, so it's kind of going and following these weird layered paths. Buys you time. So right now, suddenly, you can feel the sail pull. You can feel the wind finally catch that sail, and there's a moment that you think you can actually get out of here. He turns straight to you, Chante, and he goes, now's the time, right into the sail.
Great, I cast Gust of Wind.
You do so. Just in the right amount of time, slowly the ship begins to pull out from port. You guys very quickly pull up some of the ropes just to make sure that everything is smooth sailing, quite literally, from where you are currently. As the ship begins to catch the wind, it's not very quick at first. This is kind of a heavier boat than you were expecting, but it does slowly begin to make its way out. So for this keel boat, real quick, and I sent this forward to you guys, its travel pace is 3 miles per hour, which is not super quick. And there is a way to get quicker movement, which is using these sails. So thankfully, the sails are working, sails are catching, and it is moving quite quickly, almost 35 really, feet per round now as it's starting to catch, because it starts off slow and it starts to get a little faster and faster and faster. And right as you can tell maybe you're about 45 feet away or so from where the port is. That creature has finally figured out its way down to the main area. It's really looking around. It's on the actual docks right now, stomping around. People are running, making a clearing for it. But this thing, thankfully, isn't hurting anybody. It's looking for you guys. It's just destroying a lot of property on its way. And hopefully, property that won't be easy enough to fix. But you guys do not care about the wake of destruction. You just care about survival. And as this thing is staring at you guys in the distance, its eyes beaming like 2 light bulbs directly at you guys as you're starting to catch the wind and pull away. You can feel the wind actually catch that wind thanks to the gust of wind, and you guys begin to take speed. That full rounds of 35 feet per round now, and you pull like a solid, like all of a sudden like 50 feet ahead, and you're just going. As you guys are looking at it from a distance, can I have Chante, and I believe it's P helping out, roll a perception check?
+6.
14.
Nice.
That's it.
Okay, so non-natural
Same.
20 on Chante's side. You guys are looking, and you're trying to like still understand exactly what's going on with this creature. Like, you guys tried to get as much information from the patterns of it. You know this thing is not about to stop at its hope to get you guys. But it seems, from what you guys can tell, as you're kind of now gaining distance and the lights are going off in the town of Impact, people are turning off their lights. They don't know what's going on. Everyone's going into their homes and trying to stay away from whatever this thing is. You can tell it's struggling to understand how to get into the water from the docks. It's looking around, it's computing, it's trying to figure out a way actively, but it does not seem to successfully understand yet. So you feel like at least you've bought yourself a good amount of time as it's going to try to find its way to you. As this is happening, very quickly, Marcus, now in full sweat, having done a lot of the work himself, tried to explain things to you guys, a little bit drenched, looks up into the night sky at y'all and looks back down and he goes, "What was that?"
Teamwork. Chante, we did it.
Yeah, is something after you? Hey, high five to Pete.
No.
I think something's after the captain dude.
Your friend who's sleeping, who's very, very sick and hit the ground, he was very pressing and said that you guys had to leave as quickly as possible. Time was of the essence. Don't pull the wool over my eyes.
He's just a hurry, Henry.
Listen, I've seen my bout of trouble. I was in an adventuring party in my youth. I know what it looks like. Was that thing after you?
So this guy could be after you.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, it sounds like you have a dark history, man.
All right, I want you guys to both roll a deception check against Marcus. Okay.
18.
All right.
19 + 1.
All right, he had a 19 too. So this is a contest, and so you guys are essentially at a moot point where he doesn't necessarily believe you guys, but he there's something going on and he can tell. And in that moment he goes, "Listen, this is my ship. You are my crew. If you don't tell me what's after us, if you're not honest about it in any sort of way, that puts me in danger. And I really think that if this thing is after you, it seems to not want to stop. I can help and be of assistance. I'm not judging you or accusing you of anything. It's just I am trying to understand what you're running from, and if it's
that makes sense. And you're being reasonable, so I'm gonna be open with you. Who knows? Who knows what that thing is? It's probably not you. I mean, I don't even know your name. So like, how open can you be with us if you don't even tell us your name?
Marcus.
Okay, let's put it this way. Maybe it's after us, but maybe it's not the worst thing after us, and so we shouldn't be super worried about it.
Okay. We'll leave it at that, but if there's any information you can give me about it eventually down the road, if you think it's going to continue approaching, it might help me as well. Because if that thing can do any sort of damage to this boat, it's going to be bad. Anyway, let's continue on our way. And pull! pull as he kind of shouts, and you guys move together the sail and continue into the night. So hours pass as the wind kind of kisses your face. It is chilly and a little cold. You guys knew that, though. Even just getting into this area, you've wanted to bundle up in your layers. He has some extra mitts and things like that he hands off to you guys, some workers' gloves. And as you progress into the night, you can see that the clouds, though sparse and thin, are very beautiful against the night sky. Occasionally you can hear the sound of birds, not too far away, but it's mostly just the sound of the ocean lapping against the keel of the boat. It's just an enjoyable ride into this ocean. It's not too the waves are not kicking too hard. It's a fairly graceful entrance, and you feel like you're getting the hang of it a little bit.
I turn to Marcus and I say, though we may pull into port, the sea is always home.
Cool.
Were you?
That was cool.
Were you do you
It's not a song.
Oh, okay,
no.
Okay.
It's not a song I memorized.
I just didn't know if you
I
were.
have been waiting to say it.
I didn't know if you were a poet or not. I mean, that's
No.
you know.
P stands for poet.
Oh.
Yeah. Well,
It does.
she's like a world renowned. She's a little shy about it.
Do you have
Not a
dreams
poet.
of poetry? Yeah. I mean,
No,
you
I
can
just-
get it with
The
me.
sea is home. I'm serious. I love the ocean. This is not from the song in the movie Muppet Treasure Island because that doesn't exist in this world. And I haven't been waiting to say it since you said we were going to go on a boat.
He slowly nods to you, and he looks over in the trunk and he goes, "But just so you know, if you do get bored in the open sea and don't enjoy the calmness, there's always, there's pen and paper if you wish to write down your tales and your poetry. Just saying."
I'm not a poet.
Oh, first mates. I think he leans over to you, Chante, and he goes, "I think she's a poet. She doesn't
she's
know it."
like such a good poet.
That was a really smart saying.
I
I mean, I'm not good with words like that. I'm not good with my.
She does this all the time. She's just so shy about how good at poetry she is. It's like, it's embarrassing that she's embarrassed because honestly,
This
she's
is really
shreddable.
good. I've always wanted to have a poetry contest. Not that I understand it necessarily, but
oh, we should totally do that. That would be great.
Should we do a okay? We'll do
We
it as a
should
little
absolutely
talent
do a
show.
poetry
Little
test.
talent.
Yeah,
show.
100%.
That'd be fun.
100%.
Okay.
Do not let Jarfield sing. He's not great at it.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
good to
And
know.
don't even bring it up because he'll say he is, but he's super insecure about it. And I think we should have like a prize.
You know what I don't want to tell you? I have to tell you something, Chante. I'm allergic to cats.
Oh.
And I'm a little scared about what the future holds, but
We could shave him. Do you think it's in the hair?
you know what? That would be funny as hell. Let's put that in our back pocket later.
Yeah, let's for sure do that. Yeah.
And you guys continue along the way through the night. Let's do a quick perception check from everybody outside on the boat one more time, and I'll let you know how the night progresses.
8.
Chante?
Fat nat +6.
Okay, great. Fat nap because Marcus did not roll well. So, as you guys are continuing, cutting in this direction, essentially that you kind of pointed to, where you think on this map that you had been given might be the town of Press. It seems to be the initial agreement with everybody. Like, that's the area we have the most amount of information for. Let's just go in that direction and we can figure it out from there. As you guys are continuing that direction, P and Marcus, you guys are getting kind of caught up in some small argument. Let's just get a glimpse as to what that is really quick. I told you not. This is not where the rope goes, P.
I mean, as backup captain, I think this is a good spot for the rope, though.
It's around your waist, like a belt.
Yeah.
And if it pulls, you're gonna fly into the ocean. What I was trying to explain this to you.
I know, but I want to keep the rope from going in the ocean, so I've tied it to myself. And I think, because I'm really sturdy and strong, I have a low center of gravity. Has nothing to do with anything important, but it also makes me really strong.
So you're saying you would put your thighs and your feet up against the deck here, and then you would like just hold and pull and not just completely fly away. Okay, all right.
Oh yeah.
I've seen it.
All right.
She got that base. She can handle it.
Speaking of seeing it, as this argument is happening with this rope, you're just essentially, sorry if my printer is making noises. That's
Can't
the
hear it.
sound. Oh, you can't? Perfect, because I was going to say, that's just the sound of the ocean. Very quickly, you guys, Chante, you look to your left and you can see something in the distance that you think, kind of like eagle eyes at this moment, that you're able to kind of tell is something that you might want to avoid. It's a group of what to the naked eye would be maybe dolphins. You look a little closer, your eyes get a little bit more specific against, they just get hyper focused, I think is the word, because you realize that this is definitely water people. It's not just a dolphin. The fins here these dorsal fins are definitely more human in the way they're moving, and you think it might be merrowfolk, which is sort of sea creatures who hang out in coastal water, usually
All right,
known
guys.
for causing trouble.
All right, guys. So at first I thought it was dolphins, and I'm like, oh god, those assholes, right? But then, it looks like there's merrowfolk, on the edge, and they're also dicks. So we got an issue.
How far away are they? And you kind of point, and your eyes like saw them from almost 120 feet away. Like it was like a nat 20, like hyper focus. Like, are they just dolphins? It's like, no, these are creatures that seem to be very, very intelligent and interested potentially in this ship in the middle of the open sea right now. So as you say that, he turns to you and he goes, oh, okay, so I think we should avoid them at all costs. Not that they're creatures of the water, they're very protected, but we might be close to one of their homes. Some people call them mermaids and things like that, but
No, they're dicks is what they are.
yeah, I think we should be cautious and maybe
I'm
let's
gonna
catch
yell at
wind.
them. You guys are buttholes.
Oh, that, yep. And so from a distance, kind of curiously, they start to lap a little bit closer. And as that happens, Marcus turns to you and goes, let's cut a different direction for a little bit just to be safe.
Okay.
Yes? Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Another gust of wind, please.
I can do that once per long. Oh, I'll just cast a spell. Gust of wind.
And you do it once more, and you gain speed, kind of pulling away as these creatures are quite fast in the water. But thankfully, with the recognition of them from a distance as far as they were, you guys are able to continue to pull away, and eventually they stop after about an hour of trying to chase you guys into the night. So, eventually you can see the beautiful ocean sky turn from this sort of illuminated black and blue into a beautiful sort of red hue, mixed with oranges as the sun rises against you, and you can just kind of take in the peace. And as this happens very quickly, you can tell that it's morning, not just from your exhaustion, but from the sound of a yawning Ikto waking up very happily, and everybody else waking up as well.
Oh my gosh!
Oh God.
I'm
I
glad
feel
you're awake again, buddy.
Ooh,
Nuzzle,
what's up,
nuzzle,
guys?
nuzzle. Purr.
Oh, baby, how are you doing? And Jarfield, thanks for nuzzling me. Oh, gosh.
Oh, it's good. I want you to smell like me.
Ooh, I love it when a little catnap cures internal bleeding. That's the best. Oh, sorry. Oh, what I miss?
I don't know. We escaped that thing. We're on this boat. Life is good. I smell the smell of fish, which is a smell that I like.
Love it. Oh.
Guys.
What?
I don't feel so good. This boat it's really rocking. Why is it rocking so much?
Are
Do you think it could be
seasick?
morning sickness?
Oh.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Wait. Okay, can I run to the side of the boat and Barf.
Yeah,
off of it.
Eucalyptus, like the door flies open, and right away Marcus is like, "Oh, hello, good morning," and then like you just go over the side and you just vomit. You just vomit.
Ugh.
Don't worry, Cappy. It's just morning sickness.
No. What? No, I'm
Yeah,
an
she's-
elf. I've never been on the sea. I just know
It's a
about
weird thing.
woods.
Yeah.
This is
But-
not-
Woods.
But boats are made of wood.
No,
Things
no.
aren't supposed to move like this if
Wood.
you're not moving them.
Ah, yes, morning.
Hey,
Sickness.
Boatman, what
Wood.
did I miss?
Oh,
The Cappy, what's his? Cappy.
Marcus. So Marcus,
not-
I said it. I even sang a song to him and spelled it out, and he still didn't get it last night.
Wait,
Oh,
do you want me
He's
to
a
sing-
really good poet.
Do you want me to sing a
I'm-
song?
Yeah,
I'm,
is that not what P stands for?
I'm a real good
Yeah, it
singer.
is.
Do you want me to sing? I'm very good.
Oh. No. Why would we want you to sing? Save that voice for a day.
That's a good point, Boatman. I like
Yeah.
you already.
Cappy's pretty cool. Yeah. He's
Did
a
I
good
miss-
guy.
Is
It had-
nobody got concerned?
About what?
Like I can't. I'm not. I can't. I don't
About
think
your
I'm-
morning sickness?
It's not morning. Shut up.
It's
I don't think
very
it's smart to be
common.
adventuring when you're.
It's very common to have seasickness at some point. At some point you probably will all have it, even if not.
Why would you
now.
get sick from the sea? That doesn't make any sense.
I don't
mean,
get sick.
Well, do you have anything for it?
I cough up hairballs like all the time. Is this like that?
Could be, could
I
be.
wouldn't
Yes,
know.
I have a satchel of some herbs that might help calm your nerves if you'd like.
I think we should all just take a
Yeah.
dip in the ocean. Just jump right in, go like a couple 100 feet down.
I
And
can
just
not
have some-
swim.
No, thank you.
But
I
like,
don't know
let
how.
me make a quick poultice and I'll be right back. I'm just gonna go make it and grab my things inside of the quarters, okay? Real quick. I'll be
Yeah,
right back.
thank you so much.
You're
so
welcome.
kind.
You're welcome. I'm excited to have you all aboard this ship, and I'm ready and itching for an adventure. I'm already tasting trouble around corners, and I like it. Anyway, I'll leave it there. And he goes in and he starts to make a poultice.
The salty breezes whisper. Who knows what lies ahead?
Just
What?
killing it. Just killing it.
P? Are you
I
a
love it.
poet? Are you actually a poet?
Wait, I
Not a
just woke
poet.
up. I just
How
woke
did
up,
that
but that's
from
good.
is that from your holy book?
No, I was
You
meant
just-
to be on the sea just as much as Chante.
You just thought of that?
You know what we should do?
It's
You
the
should ride on
ocean.
my back and we can just swim alongside the boat like you're riding me like a dolphin, except I'm not an asshole. So
Can we?
totally.
Sorry,
Okay.
Eucalyptus. You were saying something that wasn't about the ocean and how cool it is.
Yeah.
Ugh. I was just saying how great Marcus is.
Pretty cool.
How was last night? Like, how did it go?
We talked about P a lot. He might have a thing for P.
Yeah, I heard him call her first mate. Did you take his virginity? Is that what that means?
Is that what
No, I'm
that
celibate.
means?
I'm
But like in the
what that
past,
means.
obviously. You
I
were his
remember my
mate?
first mate. Her name was Jubilee.
Nice. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
As you guys are all talking on deck right now, discussing things the night before, talking about this. I mean, it's a beautiful morning, beautiful sky. The winds are quite strong. You're definitely gaining speed. And as you're looking around, you don't see anything but the ocean right now. And you guys know the direction you're going in. Though the islands are varying sizes, some bigger than others. This is not particularly like there's no continent you're going to come upon here. It's going to be a lot of ocean for at least an extensive amount of time. And from the map that you're looking at and from how you can understand everything fits together, you're probably going to be spending a solid maybe few weeks on the ocean to get from place to place, maybe even a month on the ocean to get from place to place, depending on the speed that you're able to get, depending on the weather conditions, depending on a lot. So as you're kind of navigating and looking at this map and you're all talking this morning, you guys can kind of all in unison, you kind of feel like this weird like push on the boat.
Oh God. Oh no.
Hey, what was that? Oh
hey,
god.
Boatman,
Can I vomit again?
All
I'm
right,
just gonna go vomit
I'll allow
again.
it.
Eucalyptus, you go over the edge here. You go to open your mouth and you do puke, but you puke on something. Very quickly, as you look
Gnarly.
down, you vomit. As you look and you see a huge, huge, giant shark. All right,
Oh no.
let's take a break there. Because that giant shark is under your boat.
Oh.
Under? Oh
It'll
no!
be fun. And we break. everybody. It's battle time. So we're gonna pick up where we left off. There is a giant shark underneath this boat right now as Uke is puking over the side of it.
He's puking.
Let's have everyone roll initiative.
Oh no, I like fish, but this is too much.
All right.
Nat 20, so 21.
Nice.
Oh, Jesus.
21.
I just woke up.
No, mine is so bad.
Oh.
11 here.
11 for P.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
11 plus 4, so 15.
15 for Jarfield.
3 minus 1.
2 for Eucalyptus. And then Chante.
16.
Nice. 16.
And I'm the one closest to it.
But you're also barfing. You're really not ready.
Marcus
I'm so ill.
rolled a 17. So Marcus will be going.
Does barf do damage?
All right. It seems to not do damage, but it
Mine
certainly
is
makes a
acidic.
splat.
Mine's very acidic, so I just
Very acidic puke. Unfortunately, no, but you can definitely tell that it is barely makes a dent on this huge shark. So just to let you know, this shark is 30 feet long. Okay, so
what?
Yes, it's an abnormally large giant shark. Your boat is about 20 feet wide by 60 feet long. So just to give you some perspective right now, this shark is literally like maybe 10 feet underneath your boat, and your boat's only 20 feet. If it truly goes under, it can lift up your whole boat. I mean, this thing is like half the size of your fucking boat.
Don't like that.
It's
No.
battle
we
time.
We could all die right now.
I literally have thalassophobia. This does not bode well for me.
What's the phobia?
I'm terrified of the ocean. Terrified of it.
Oh,
Being like in the middle of it. No.
God.
It's powerful, I know. Speaking of that, Ikto, you are first with the 21. So what do you do? Suddenly, like, you puke. What do you say? Because you see this first, and everyone's feeling it, but you're like really getting knocked to the sides.
Nah.
What'd you say, Eucalyptus?
And
Shaw.
I think she's saying, Chardonnay, we're being attacked by champagne.
I think that's a wine. Shark?
and
Shark?
Shark?
Sharded?
Oh,
Puking
God. I
and
mean, when you're puking, it
Eucalyptus, I
makes
knew
sense.
you were sick.
You know, that makes sense, but...
Hey, can we all start calling her Eucalyptus? I think that's so
Oh,
funny.
Eucalyptus is good.
Yeah, Poopalyptus is
And
good.
with that, you guys
Eucalyptus.
can see a giant tail of this shark. You can't quite see its face yet, but you can see it just like pull up, and you can tell this thing slaps down. Water and waves just kind of caress, and water kisses your face, and you see suddenly what she's talking about.
Oh, shit, guys. I think there's a
Well,
shark over there.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think
there's a
that-
shark over there?
Yeah, I mean,
Chante!
I think that whatever
Shark.
I think whatever just happened made me shark too. So
And you begin your battle. So Ikto, what do you do?
Well, shit. I think I'm just gonna, Eldritch Blast it, because I don't know what else I do.
Okay, Eldritch Blast. That is a roll to hit, or do I roll for Eldritch Blast?
The hit DC is it just says +7.
So you roll to hit then. So roll
Okay.
that d20 and add that DC.
So I got a 15 +7, so
Nice.
22.
That'll hit, and this thing is pretty big and pretty easy to see, all things considered. So
Sweet.
roll for that damage.
1d10 +5. I got a 5 +5, so 10.
Nice, yes. It kind of Eldritch Blast, just this powerful string of light comes from your fingers. I mean, it's quite a sight, all things considered. It's the middle of it's like you just crack it on. You guys haven't even had breakfast yet. You guys just started to stir from your slumber. So this crackling lightning and blast of energy as the boat's getting kicked over is kind of a rude awakening in some ways. Do you have any bonus action that you want to do?
I don't, but I just want to mention that I have 2 Eldritch invocations, and one of them is Repelling Blast, so when I hit a creature with it, it pushes them 10 feet away in a straight line.
Nice. So you use your Repelling Blast feature of your Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, it's just with all my Eldritch Blasts, it always does that, so it just
Nice.
pushes it down a bit.
Yes, it does. So it doesn't just push it down, it kind of pushes it down and away from the boat. As you guys had all been kind of tilted to the side, and even to kind of see it, you were about 5 feet raised on the right-hand side. You could tell that this thing was going to start to eat away potentially at the boat, which is like a huge issue to have it hit your boat right now. So you go over the edge, you blast it away, it kind of pushes it back, and right now you can see the face of the shark and its maw, its giant mouth that's open, just going forward. This thing, if it wants ya, you can tell it's going for ya, and it looks like it's hungry.
Okay,
So-
I vomited again, but right at my own feet.
Oh no.
Yeah, 'cause,
Eucalyptus.
the boat
Yeah.
kind of like crunches back down. The waves kind of kick back, and yeah, you just puke. Uke pukes. On her
I don't know if I have anything left inside me at this point. But.
It's
Yeah, it's
just
a lot of
acid at this
bile.
point.
A lot of bile. So that's your turn, Ikto. Right away, Marcus kind of slams open the door with like some poultice in his hand. Doesn't really know what's going on. He says, "What was that?"
Oh, it's a giant shark.
Yeah,
It's a
giant
shark.
shark,
Just
yeah,
attracted
giant
it with her
shark.
puke.
Oh,
This
gosh.
one isn't our fault.
Oh no. Okay. So he
What did you
runs-
do, Marcus? What did you do? Why did you do? Why is this shark chasing you?
He runs over. He sees a little, there's a section kind of roped off spears. Not even listening to Jarfield because his head's just completely elsewhere. He grabs a spear, he lifts it up, and he goes and he completely throws it. And it hits. Well done, Marcos. That does 8 points of damage.
Marcus.
Mark, yeah.
And then, unfortunately, because he has the poultice in one hand, he looks a little confused, and he kind of looks at you apologetically, Uke, and he doesn't know if he should do a second attack or like give you the poultice. So he just is actually going to refrain. He's not going to use the rest of his turn because he wants to give you this stuff so you don't puke as much. And that's his turn. It is now the shark's turn.
Wait, why?
So-
Oh, right, because it's your roll.
Yeah.
Initiative. Got it.
So very quickly, the shark kind of goes around, is trying to figure out exactly where it can attack. And it's going to probably, let me roll. Is it going to go for one of you, or is it going to try to hit the boat? It's going to go for one of you. Let's roll. It's both Uke and Ikto on the edge there. So its eyes do seem to be a little bit locked on Eucalyptus right now because it did just smell like body and blood nearby it, and you can tell that its eyes are kind of, its head, its maw, its mouth is just opening and biting down on whatever presence it can sense in front of it. So Eucalyptus, what is your AC?
16, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
Is this a?
Ooh, you're lucky that was cocked. Gotta re-roll that. 8 plus 9. So
Hey, can I throw cutting words at it?
yeah, what do you say?
I say, yo, fish, you ugly.
Okay, and is that 1d6 or 1d4 of cutting words that I
I
have
think
to
cutting
roll?
words is,
Oh, you roll it.
1d6.
Yes, if that is your current,
Uh,
is that how much you give for your bardic inspiration?
Yeah.
Then roll that d6,
yeah, 1d6.
and let's see how much it takes it down, because it's currently
Okay.
17.
5.
So it takes it down to 12. Well,
Oh, thank God. Thank you
Done.
so much, Garfield.
well done. And surprisingly, that lowers the armor class of the hull, so it doesn't hit the hull of the boat either. So as the shark goes up and its maw opens and it tries to crunch down on the hull as well as Eucalyptus, what do you say to the shark to
Me?
make it Jarfield? Because you
Oh,
used cutting words and it ruined its attack.
I say, look, you smell too fishy even for me.
And those words, it cuts into the gills of the shark in some weird way where it doesn't really understand what
It
you're
knows
saying,
it
but
should
it
feel
feels
bad.
it. But it feels it, exactly. Well done on that cutting words move. Now it is Chante's turn.
So I can speak to, I can convey ideas and speak to anything that breathes water.
Yes, you
Um,
can.
I'd like to yell, "Hey, yo, we're cool, but there's some merfolk over there who were like trash talking you and your mother.
That's a slur.
Merfolk?
I think so.
I didn't mean to use that term. There are some marrow or something.
Yeah, marrow.
They were
people.
trash talking your mother though.
Marrow folk.
Marrow.
Marrow
I
folk is
apologize.
fine.
Marrow,
I did not know.
It's even better than
Doesn't
you guys
mer
have it
mean
wrong.
sea?
Yeah.
Wow.
But I think
It's
it's like
canon.
a gross
It's canon.
simplification for
That
them.
shark is gonna think you're real hateful.
Okay, I want you to roll a persuasion check against the shark.
This might be good because the shark might also be racist toward those folk.
Everyone hates.
Guys.
Everyone hates them. They're assholes. Persuasion.
Yeah,
Okay, 9 plus 1.
Oh,
I rolled a natural one. Thank
Yay!
Which dice are you using?
This sexy ass dice.
I
Oh,
thought
nice.
so.
Yeah, I got one of those.
So,
I didn't think.
as
no, I
you
thought it was
say
good.
this to the shark, your words seem to sink into its curiosity, and you can tell that it kind of has stopped being aggro for a beat, almost in its reaction, and it's kind of thinking and letting that sink in. But you guys still have choices in this round, so if things change the scene, it may not hold.
this is a
So-
racist ass shark.
Jarfield, P, and Eucalyptus, you guys are next in line. I'm gonna still go down the line, but you do see Chante's words affect the shark. I want to make sure everybody knows that. Do you have a bonus action, Chante, you want to do?
Yeah. I don't want to hit it because that'll piss it off. I can't transform.
Don't you want to
into-
hurt it though?
No, I don't want because it's reconsidering this thing. Oh, you know what? If I wild shape, I can't speak to him. My bonus action is to. Is anyone injured?
No.
Oh, not yet.
I think P might be.
I'm at a 5.
Oh,
Oh man, I didn't know that. You should have told me.
get back.
Oh,
I
actually,
think
no.
I
I can
gave
only
you
heal
that
myself.
five.
Never mind.
Oh,
So-
okay.
So my bonus action is to. You know what? I'm gonna shape water.
Nice. Okay.
And I'm going to create a wall of water between us and the shark. Like
yes. Yeah, you
a
kind
frozen
of.
water?
Yeah. We'll say that. I'll say for flair, because technically shape water's an action, so, and you already used your
Oh, yeah,
action
that's
to
right.
persuade it. But for flavor, it's kind of a fun idea if you kind of like are like creating a wall, almost like a prophet of the shark things. Like,
How cool
do
is
not
this?
harm us. Go attack the others, and you kind of create this slightly shapeless wall. It's not a
Chante,
lot.
can it just swim up that and like get on the boat now?
It's like the
could.
perfect.
Oh,
It's the
no.
perfect.
But I
ramp.
want to
You
impress
just gave it like a ramp, dude.
No, but do you know how like cool that is that I can control
No,
water? I
dude.
feel like you guys don't give me enough credit.
No, dude,
and
I'll
I
be
feel
honest,
like
This
this
is
shark
not
would.
about
No,
your,
it looks so
your
cool.
ego.
And the shark will
so
be impressed.
cool.
I'm telling you. I know sea creatures. They think that's cool.
Yeah,
And-
it's the equivalent of like a kickflip, I guess. It's pretty cool.
I'm
Oh,
parting
if
the
I-
sea.
If I die from a kick flipping shark, I am gonna be so mad.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of, it's Jarfield's turn. So what do you do after Chante pulls this little stunt?
Okay, so what do we do? We running? We fighting? What are we doing? Chante, what do we do?
So don't forget, you guys only have 5 seconds in battle to
Oh,
talk
yeah.
because it's very quick.
Okay, so quick. Fight, run. What do we do?
Probably fight. I don't think it's gonna get
Weapons
convinced.
down. Weapons
Okay.
down.
Oh wait. Well, maybe ask the other people.
Weapons
what?
I don't
down.
have enough time.
Okay, weapons down.
We are using magic to do things. I
We're
think.
friends.
Okay,
Okay.
so
So you guys are all gonna take a beat and just like maybe just use protective magics or other spells and not attack the creature. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Then I'm just
Yes.
gonna go down the line and see what if you guys want to do certain prep. Don't forget, you can also say I hold my action to see if it attacks, because if it does, the moment it opens its mouth, you'll have your attacks. You can always do that in battle. You can say I hold my action to see if it attacks, and you can use it what it does.
Hold my action to see until it attacks.
Sounds good. You have to tell me specifically what you're holding, if it's a spell or if it's like a weapon. Just so you know, if you hold a spell in battle and you do not use it, it technically dissipates and you lose the spell slot. So be smart about saying I hold my spells. I just want to reiterate that. Okay, so Jarfield, are you holding a spell or you want to hold
so
your
I'm
weapons?
so I'm gonna hold a vicious mockery.
All right, sounds good. You hold a vicious mockery. You're conjuring up all the mocking elements that you would want to say to the shark just in case it attacks.
Thinking of some good insults.
Yeah, it's got some good ones. Can we get a glimpse into what's going on in Jarfield's brain as he's coming up with good insults?
Okay, I'm just like, okay, so a pun about a shark. Okay, so can make fun of how it I already made fun of how it smelled, so I got to think of a different thing. Its teeth are kind of janky, maybe that. I'm like, so I'm processing what my insult is going to be.
Yeah, you're looking at the anatomy of the shark and
Yeah.
you're going through it. Then it's down to P's turn. P, what would you like to do?
Okay, I have a plan. I'm going to take one of my daggers. I think I have like 4. I'm going to cut my hand and I'm going to throw it as far as I can into the ocean, just as far as it can go.
Oh.
Okay. The
That's my
opposite
plan.
direction towards where Chante pointed to the
Yes, just
water.
in that
Okay.
in the Sean.
All right. So I want you to roll a quick dex check as you just throw one of your daggers into the ocean.
16.
Nice. So yeah, you toss it and it goes far. What's your dagger's like extended length? Not just the normal length, but like the farthest length you can throw it.
20. And then it says 60 in parentheses.
60. So the parentheses one is the like special agility feats sort of thing. So without even having to do a double check on that, you could just and it goes 60 feet in the direction of which Chante was pointing. Well done, P. Eucalyptus, what would you like to do with your action?
I want to do the command spell.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Command might say humanoid. Let me double check.
It says creature.
If it just says creature, then yeah, you can command this. Yeah.
What should I command it to do? Stop or flee?
Go away.
Flee. Okay.
It's a murder.
So I
Yeah,
will
attack the marrow folk.
I'll tell it-
Command is usually a very simple thing. Like you can't
Flee.
be super specific about it, but you can say
Yeah.
like go away or flee
Flee.
or whatever.
Go away.
Okay. Sounds good. So it needs to make a wisdom saving throw, correct? Right?
Yeah.
Let me get that going. Wisdom save. 3.
Yay.
So you say go away, and very quickly you can see like this sort of spell cast from your hands and your mouth kind of glisten over the gills, the ears, the eyes of the shark, and you can see it kind of turn milky white in sort of obedience. Okay, then top of the turn, Ikto. Unless so sorry, Eucalyptus. Do you have a bonus action you want to do at all? Just
Oh
double
yeah,
checking.
I wanted to heal. Isn't that a bonus action?
Oh yes, and just so we know here, P, you did take 1 hit point of blood damage there. I forgot because you're cutting with an open wounded hand here, and you took one for the team, but it does take a hit point away from you.
I'm gonna give her 5.
Nice. Yeah, so you comes over, she slaps a puke can on your back,
Ooh.
heals you up for 5 hit points.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I just wanted to wipe this off on some. Jeez, thanks, bud.
And top of the turn, it's Ikto's turn.
I'm going to cast Minor Illusion to make a big, like a sign spinner sign that says Marrow Folk that way, and I'm gonna start spinning it. I'm just gonna throw it up. I'm catching it. I'm showing the shark.
Yeah.
Spinning it on one finger. I'm doing a dance.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Roll a performance check for me. 'Cause that's
Absolutely.
that's agility.
Do you want me to do performance or agility?
It's a performance check, definitely.
All right. I rolled a 19 plus 5, 24. Oh,
So it can
I threw it up. I did a
guess.
cartwheel.
Wow,
I caught it on my feet, and I'm just bouncing it.
Yes,
We really
it's,
don't want to fight the shark.
it's like so,
And it can push the boat over.
it's so hypnotizing that even all of you guys are kind of in awe of Ikto's performance. Like you can't
Could
help
go
but
over
be
there.
completely memorized by this
Ooh.
this skill set. So yeah, it is now Marcus. Just kind of again, just it's his turn, but he just slowly claps after your.
Thank you. I taste blood. Oh my gosh.
And then the shark leaves. You guys can see that your efforts, the blood, you know, the sign, the command, and the talking to it, all in different ways. The shark's curiosity has changed. Even though it's bleeding a little bit, it's a little wounded. This thing was massive, and even in the wounds that you gave it, barely flinching. It seems to, you know, take damage well, and this thing would have been very hard to get rid of otherwise. So slowly, you see the shark make its way in the direction that you pointed, and it's quiet once again.
Okay, so if it attacked, I was gonna say it needed to go to a dentist.
Oh, that would have been a good one because all the teeth.
Yeah, because all
Yeah,
the teeth. Because all the
That's
teeth. And I was
crazy.
gonna be
That's
like,
a good one,
yo,
Jarfield.
yo, don't attack us. You should attack your dentist because your teeth suck.
Yeah, that would have been a really good one, Jarfield.
Yeah,
I think that would
I
have
like
gotten
that.
I'm so glad Marcus turns to you guys that you're in good spirits, because that could have turned out bad. But well done. You're all so much more competent than I thought.
You know what they say? Work smarter, not sharter.
Oh.
No, thank you. Thank you.
I'm gonna pull P aside and just say, hey, that was really cool. Here's I have an extra dagger. You can have a dagger. Here you go. There, now you have a dagger.
Aw, thank you. I'm adding it to my daggers because I love daggers. Thank you, Jarfield. I'm so tired. A lot's been happening today.
Yeah, Marcus is looking around. He's looking at the sky. He's looking. He looks a little out of it, a little exhausted. But he turns to the rest of you guys and he goes, "Just so you know, I'm going to have to continue captaining now that a few of you guys have woken up. I got to teach you guys the ropes quite literally, because
Oh, I'm good. Thanks, though.
okay, is
I
there
could
others
definitely
who can
take
help?
over for P. I
Oh,
think
great.
he
Yeah.
needs
Thank
to
you.
rest.
I can take
Yeah.
over. I'll take
Great,
over for
great.
Chante.
Great.
Yeah,
Then,
P, you can just go away.
Then Ikto,
Don't worry about
it. Are you any good in cooking or cleaning or cooking or anything?
No, I like to just. I'm just here for the ride. You know.
Could you maybe help us with breakfast? I mean, I'm not asking too much here, but it would be quite.
I can try, but I feel like you're putting a lot on my plate here.
I mean, that's the
And-
thing. We would like food on a plate, and that
I
would
know
be.
When this
you
is
would
mostly,
like food on a plate,
when
but
this
I
is
promise
mostly-
if I'm the one making it, it's not gonna resemble food.
But it's all like
Yeah.
dried.
yeah,
and-
just
I mean,
dried meat. You're just taking meat out of a bucket and put it on a plate.
I can summon some salmon if you guys
warm
want to
it
cook some
up.
salmon.
Oh, I love salmon.
Little-
I can't
Little
cook
far out in
salmon.
the sea, so probably not actually.
I could
Squid?
show you. I could
It-
show you how
Oh,
to
good
use
squid.
the grill.
Boatman, don't talk to me like I'm a child, okay? I'm pretty cool. All right, these guys haven't told you about it yet. I'm a pretty cool guy. You know, I don't really do the jobs or anything like that. I just kind of.
I know,
keep
but
us in
that
high
that
spirits.
sign spinning just really captured the clear skill set that you have inside.
It
and I-
feels like he could
Is
do
this
pancakes.
Are you being sarcastic?
Because you can
Yeah.
spin like that. You could do pancakes.
Well,
Okay,
yeah,
I
you could
can make pancakes, but like that's a different thing.
No. We can make some pancakes. We have some flour. And we have some. Yes. Could you make pancakes?
I guess I'll make some pancakes. But if I mess up the first one, I'm not eating it. That one's going right to you, Boatman.
I'm gonna be
The
honest.
first one, I always mess up the first one. And you know, no, typically I say, that one's mine, guys. I got that one. Ha ha ha. It's going right to you, right on your plate.
So I'm gonna turn to Chante.
As far as the talent show goes, this
No.
would be.
No.
Ikto-
Shh.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Talent show.
Wait, did
Nothing.
someone say?
We're
Did
having a
someone say?
talent show?
Did someone say talent show?
Can
No.
I
I'm
do
a-
close-up
I'm a-
magic?
I'm a very good singer.
I'll go grab a deck of cards.
Chante and I were thinking later, once we're all slept and feeling recovered, we could maybe do a little hangout, little talent show. We're gonna be on the boat together for at least a week.
And
I'll do
Ikto,
some
that's your
magic.
talent, is cooking.
What?
Yeah, you
When
cook in
has
front of
that
us
ever
and
been
we're all
my thing,
amazed.
Chante?
Yeah. Pretty sure.
I'm the guy who took a piece of bread and made a little granola taco, and that was great.
Yes,
That's
you're a
the
good
best
cook.
thing I've made.
Somehow you made it work. It was amazing.
I want us to flash back from the 2 years that you guys have been journeying together, of all the times, real quickly, that Ikto has been the only person to even try to make food. Things as pathetic as the granola taco. I want to see it like in a flashback, sort of comedy style. Each one of you guys, please go around and paint this for me, because I want to see what it looks like.
Okay, so we're in a tent in the woods. Ikto is going around and handing all of us food, and he hands me just like a live rat. And everybody else is recoiling about it, but I'm just like, oh, it's
Hey,
what I
Jarfield,
do. And then I bit
know
the
how you
head
like
off
it.
of it, and then I was like, oh, thanks, buddy.
Yeah, you're a cat.
Yeah.
So there's a quick
Meow,
flash
purr,
to everybody
purr.
remembering that moment. P. can
Yeah,
you give-
I'm remembering Ikto making stew, and then I go to pour myself some into a little bowl, and it's a lot of liquid, but there's also like, I go to scoop it out and there's like a rock in it. And so I just kind of dump the rock aside and I
Rock
scoop
soup.
it another rock.
That's the secret ingredient, baby. Mwah. Huh. Bon appetit.
Bon appetit.
So you're flashing to rock soup. Chante, you want to give us a glimpse?
I'm wistfully remembering a time when we're cowering in a sewer as a town with pitchforks and torches search for us, and we're just hiding there. And he just takes some slugs and some various sewer creatures that are hard to distinguish, and he just makes like the best soup I've ever seen.
It's
And
called
he feeds it-
escargot.
And he just feeds it to everyone, and we love it. And
Yeah, the
and
sewer sludge. The sewer sludge.
The very-
I didn't
Yeah.
like this as
He's
much as the dead
remembering that
rat.
differently than I do.
Dante's
Yeah.
high
But he
as
was
shit in this
probably
movie.
high, yeah.
oh, I definitely was. Why do you think the town was chasing us?
And then we flash to Eucalyptus' memory of Ikto once cooking.
One time we were in a cave and we were hiding out, and we were supposed to be making dinner together. And he said, let's do tacos.
Yeah.
So I was using a flat piece of like rock, heated up to make the flatbread. And he was like, don't worry, I'll make the insides.
Mm-hmm.
And then he just took 2 pieces of the flatbread and put one in the other and said it was a bread taco.
It's
And he
a
just
bread taco.
ate it out.
Carbohydrates give us very good energy, and we need that.
So we're back to the present as we
While we were-
sliced in the quick flashes of all these memories.
While we were talking, I made eggs
Oh.
Benedict for myself.
Why do you guys want me to cook? This guy just made a hollandaise sauce from scratch. What?
But he
All right, good
only
night, you
does
guys.
it for himself. That's the problem with Chante. He'll make like lobster.
Do you guys remember when we were in
But it'll only
prison
be
and,
for
and
one.
So
we
Okay.
had
not
that
to
other
toot
cellmate?
his horn, but he's also volunteered to help man the ship in the front. So I mean,
Cool. That's good for him. I volunteered to not.
well,
I
if we
wanted to
don't have
sing.
2 people to move the boat forward, then we're pretty much going to be staying where we are, and I think that shark will come back. So
Well, I
offered
like
to
I
help.
said, I'm here
Fine,
to
I'll
take P's
help.
place.
Yeah,
so that
I
she
can take
go
Shantae's
away.
place.
Yeah, we have more than enough people helping
Yeah, I
out.
can go away.
Yeah, I'm
we
gonna
all, but
finish
some of
this
you
and
need to sleep, right? Yes, yes.
I
you need
do.
to sleep. So okay, as long as I got 2 of you guys helping, and somebody whipping up some food, we're good. We're good.
This is so good.
Yeah, I'll
I
whip
can't
up
finish
something.
it. So I'm gonna give it to the fish. Here you go. Here you go.
So yeah,
No, no, that might get the shark might come back. The shark might smell that.
yeah. The rest of
reach
the
down
eggs,
and
Benedict.
as he's dropping it, I reach down and grab it.
Just roll a quick sleight of hand check to see if you can even grab it on the way down, because that was a quick drop from Chante.
So I rolled 10 plus 5, so 15.
Oh
You wanna
yeah,
do
you
it?
You grab like a handful of eggs as it's falling to pieces as it's going over the edge. You have a small handful of eggs.
And I'm like, also, anybody wants some eggs?
No.
You know what? No. I
Okay,
can't
let's-
eat. I mean, my stomach is still not.
Okay, it's mine then.
And Jarfield, you eat it. You feel satiated. The rest of you guys do need to eat though, because it is important when you're on the open seas to keep yourself fed. Eucalyptus, Marcus does give you that poultice that does kind of help quell the immediate like vomit, as well as helps to kind of keep your brain a bit more stabilized. Like you're still uncomfortable, but whatever the herb concoction is, it's definitely helped your nerves a bit and you're not feeling quite as seasick. Ikto, you make your way into this like grill kitchen and you kind of just are standing there looking at these barrels of different sort of dried meats and flours, and you crack your knuckles and we'll see what happens a little later as you're beginning to stir up whatever you want to.
I'm stirring up dry flour in a bowl. I have no
That's
clue
great.
what I'm doing.
That's great.
Yay.
And guys, good night. I'm gonna drag Chante down to the beds because he just fell asleep here on deck for some reason. So I'm gonna drag him down, and we're gonna
Yeah.
go.
Luck.
And P and Chante, you rest. So, as it's going to be Jarfield and Eucalyptus helping outside, right? Get everything prepped and making sure the sail catches the wind and making sure that the boat moves forward. I'm going to need a strength or a dexterity check from both of you guys. Strength or athletics. That's it. Marcus.
It's strength or athletic?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't have strength. Okay, I have athletics.
I did 12 plus 1, so 13.
Okay.
And I'm doing athletics.
Oh no. Oh, I do have strength. Okay. Well, I got a 4 plus 2.
Yeah. This boat is not moving and it's not as easy as you would suspect. It is hard work. Also, Eucalyptus, you're often distracted by Marcus's jawline. As he's trying to tell you instructions, you cut yourself off and saying, huh? Yeah, that's the face. As you guys are trying to take sail. After a couple more rounds of him trying to give you instruction, it's about an hour or so into everything here. You can tell that you're not moving at the speed that you'd want. He quickly asks if you guys feel maybe if it would be better to, I mean, it's definitely going to cut down the speed, but he does offer oars instead. You guys are moving around, staggering between 15 feet and maybe 25 feet. The oars will keep you at a steady 20 if you want to try that one instead.
I've got weak little cat arms, but if Eucalyptus thinks we should use oars, I will use oars.
I mean, I defer to the expert, Marcus.
The sails, if we can figure this out, would be better. Do you guys have anything in your pockets that could help with this situation currently?
Oh, like
Buffs, spells, things like that wind that came out of your friend. Not from that direction. Not that sort of wind. He cast a spell. That's a poop joke.
Yeah.
Oh, that
I
was
got
great.
it.
Oh, I love it. Yeah,
Thank you.
you're good.
That's why they call it the poop deck.
Oh, you got jokes. This guy's got. Oh, in the talent show, you should be a comedian.
You know, I gotta be honest with you. It's been years since I've even sworn. I used to have a potty mouth. I used to swear like a sailor. The years
Oh.
have completely rolled it out of me.
You know, I could play some kind of song to urge us on if that would help.
Yeah, let's do a little sea shanty. Let's do a little
Okay.
sea shanty. Oh, if only
Okay.
your friend P was awake, she could recite some poetry as you played the music.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna play some kind of a sea shanty. Should this be a performance or a bardic inspiration?
Yeah, you can make it a bardic inspiration. Who would you like to inspire, Marcus or Eucalyptus?
I'm gonna inspire Eucalyptus.
All right. And tell me what you're playing. Are you playing your flute? Are you playing a different instrument? What's the vibe?
So I'm saying, hey, I've been working on this one for a little while, and I pull out a drum and I just start doing like a nice djembe beat while I'm just chanting like, sea, we gotta go through the sea. That's what we're doing. We're moving, and I think I'm really, really good. And I'm telling Marcus while I'm doing this, Hey, I said I was a good singer, remember?
This is surprising. I do want you to roll a performance check right now to make sure that you are singing well. And Eucalyptus,
Okay.
it's a 1d6 you can use in the next 10 minutes. So make sure you hold on to that and use it if you need another check.
Performance check is 7 plus 5, so 12.
Okay, so it's like it's the beat and the rhythm of the drum being new and a new sort of instrument that you're implementing here. Definitely good beats, good beats. The singing is there, and it's not like the best singing you've ever done. It's kind of like that morning scratchy singing where you haven't quite found your voice or had gone full out. You know you can sing better, Jarfield. But he's actually enthralled with the performance. Even though you feel like personally as an artist, you could deliver better. But he's loving it. And at some point he kind of hums along and he's like, there once was a sailor named Red. Oh, no. This is good. This is a good beat. Yeah. I'm digging it. Yeah.
Oh, you have a nice voice too, Marcus.
Oh, yeah. So, again, the sea, and it's been a long time since I've sang a sea shanty. Oh my goodness.
Must be nice to get to be like back at it.
It is kind of as scary as that shark was. It was kind of exciting. Anyway, I just won't be distracted. What, your friend has been in the kitchen for an hour and has
Food is done. Yes, I have done it. I've made a meal.
Ikto, what did you walk out carrying?
Today, for dinner, I am serving a beautiful stew. The one issue I've always had with stews, they're too wet. So I took flour and dried meat and I mixed it together in a bowl, and it's stew. Mmm.
Ooh, a dry stew. That sounds
Bon
good.
appetit, mon chéri.
As you hand it out,
I also just want to say I'm gonna cast
yeah,
prestidigitation on it
okay.
because I can. Wait, is it prestidigitation or is it thaumaturgy? I think it's thaumaturgy.
Prestidigitation like cleans it up and does like fun, fancy things with it.
So I can make a flavor, right? Yeah, I can chill, warm, or flavor up to 1 cubic foot of non-living material for an hour. So I'm just gonna make it taste great. But just know, it's literally dried meat stirred in a bowl with flour.
Yes.
Is
That's
it okay
all.
to eat raw flour?
No!
And the funniest thing is like the flour just kind of falls off the meat. Like it's just
Like
like kind
you're
of
breading
coated
it.
dried meat. Yeah, it's breaded dried meat.
It's kind of breaded. The meat
You
was
could've
dry,
just
so it didn't
fried it.
stick.
Oh, you should have fried it. That's true. Some
It's
oil.
just loose flour on meat.
Don't tell me how to cook, okay? Well, I
Noted,
used mirror
sir.
image in there to have like 6 copies of myself, and we were going at it. That kitchen is a mess. Don't tell me I did it wrong. I made you stew. Please eat it.
He does. He grabs it and kind of looks at you very nervously
How
and
is-
takes a bite. What did you make it taste like with the prestidigitation?
Whatever you want.
All right, so he takes a bite and he eats and he goes, "This was good. This tastes like a really well done steak. Thank you."
Yes.
Ikto. Everybody else just dive in and have your meal's worth. It's best to have something than nothing. And so he makes sure that you guys all eat because it's very important.
I take a nibble. Mine tastes like a living rat. And I'm like, oh, you
Call me
remembered
Chef
what I like."
Ikto.
Chef Ikto.
And then Yuke, what does yours taste like?
Mine tastes like my mother's chicken soup because I need a little comfort right now.
I got the recipe from her.
Yeah.
And you have to
sure.
eat it kind of slowly, but it is really comforting. And actually, Ikto doing that to the meat makes you eat it quicker, so your stomach hurts less because you actually have food in it now. So it inevitably ends up helping you, even though it's a weird circumstance. And as you guys are all hanging out on the deck of this boat right now, trying to push forward, Ikto, you can tell that like the boat is just not moving as quickly as it was. And you can tell that Marcus seems a little confused as to how to make the boat move. And so he looks to you and he goes, just letting you know, we're having trouble getting the boat moving right now. I know that you're not going to be manning the deck, but if you have something up your sleeve to help the boat move, it could help a lot right now.
I could go to the back and I could just Eldritch Blast us and move us 10 feet at a time.
You know what?
No, Eldritch Blast into the water. That way, it's sort of like it's like an engine for us.
Yeah.
Like, don't hit the boat because we need that because we're on the boat. We'll die with
like
that.
in the back towards the water, right?
Yeah.
Towards
I
the
also
water.
feel like I'm doing better because I got that bardic inspiration. So I feel like I could, I'm ready to maybe handle some more.
I could do a puff of wind.
Oh, that
puff
could help.
of wind in your sails, methinks.
That could
Oh,
help.
man, would that do the trick?
Yes, if you could just puff the wind in the sails. Yes.
It's a puff. It's a very. It might not move the boat at all, but I'll try it.
You know what? Every little bit helps. Every little bit helps.
So I will Eldritch Blast the water behind us and puff the sails like this.
You're like shooting, sparking out like this energy as you're trying to move it forward, which actually kind of helps in a weird way. So let's do another athletics or strength check. This would be with advantage because Ikto's helping. So it would just be Jarfield and Eucalyptus rolling. Don't forget 2d20s, and I'll say Marcus also gets advantage. And then Eucalyptus, if your roll isn't good, you do have that bardic inspiration. Oh, good thing it was with advantage.
Do you want me to roll?
No, because you're kind of giving advantage. You're like helping it out. It makes it easier for everyone else.
I got a 15 plus 1, so 16.
16, nice.
I got a 17 plus 1.
18, okay. Do you want to burn that bardic inspiration?
Well, how long do I keep it if I don't use it now?
It's only 10 minutes. It's probably been 2 minutes or 3 minutes in the real life.
So just use it.
Probably 7 minutes left.
Okay, then I got a 2.
Okay, nice. So it's a non-natural 20. As you're kind of doing this like staying alive poking, you're kind of having like a disco
It's a workout,
party.
guys.
Yes, it really is. Jarfield and Eucalyptus, now fully focused, fully fed, and in some ways entertained by Ikto's dance moves. You are able to finally get the boat moving at the speed it needs to once more. You're able to catch the wind correctly in the sails. You can finally pay attention to some of the instructions that Marcus is giving with a little bit more understanding of what's going on, and you continue on your way. The day passes, the sun hits the top of the sky. It does become a bit cloudier, and the wind conditions and weather conditions seem to change a bit. It goes from very sunny, very sparse clouds to probably about noon, about 4 hours, 5 hours into it, much cloudier, much harder to see the sun breaking through the sky here. From the weather conditions, those who are hanging out outside of the boat, can I have everyone just roll a nature check?
Got a 5 plus 2.
Okay, 7.
12 plus 2, 14.
18
Nice.
plus 0.
Well, Eucalyptus, you're really the only one who's able to kind of something goes through your spine like a chill of the wind, and you can kind of just smell a shift in the weather conditions. You can tell that there's a pressure drop or something's going on, and you just take a moment. You listen to the sound of the water. You look up at the clouds, and you have an inkling that some rain or a storm might be on the horizon. You don't know if it's going to be immediately, but you think that tonight's weather conditions are not going to be as easy as the previous nights. It's hard to tell if it's just going to be like a thunderstorm or if it's just going to be light rain, but there's going to be rain of some sort.
There's a storm a-coming.
What?
Oh no! I don't want my fur to get wet.
I can't.
Yeah, no, I feel it.
I don't
feel
sense
it.
anything.
Well, I'm a wood elf, and
You're right.
I spend a lot of time outside, and I know what to look for.
You're right.
That's a little concerning. If it gets too bad, we might need to. Should we go off course, do you think? And you're looking up at the sky right now. I want you to make a survival check, Eucalyptus.
Oh no!
Oh no!
I got a 1.
Oh no!
You should press on ahead.
I should press on it?
No, the boat. Everyone should just go ahead. Go straight.
No, because
Well,
I can't tell if it's.
She said that she saw a storm coming, and she says we should press on ahead. So I guess I believe her.
Wait,
Eucalyptus, I trust you with my life. Let's press on.
I don't think we should.
Nope, you said earlier that
You
we
said
had.
we
you
should
said
press
earlier
on.
It was a good idea.
You look at the storm, you're like, nah.
You think you'll make it through the storm, like your survival. You're like,
Yeah.
yes, there's a storm, but you don't think it's gonna be that bad.
But I'm clearly wrong. But anyway.
I mean, we
Lot
don't
of
know. You were
D&D,
confident
nobody
earlier.
knows.
You were confident earlier.
Well,
Yeah.
it's coming, but I feel like
We'll be fine.
I feel like it's better to keep going than to stop somewhere. Like
That's true.
we need to get to where we're going, and I think it'll be our first night with a storm, but it probably won't be our last.
That's.
All right.
Yep, I believe that it will not be our last.
I believe
Yep,
that too. So
I am putting my entire life in your hands, Eucalyptus.
yes,
I
me
don't
too.
I don't like getting wet, and your tone of voice makes me think I'm not gonna get wet.
Yeah, don't
I've
we all
died-
just feel so comforted by Eucalyptus' assurance right now?
The person who was
confidence.
vomiting off the boat a mere hours ago.
Yes.
1
you're-
hour
I
ago.
feel renewed. I'm
Mhm.
getting used to it.
It
And
was
I-
the stew.
I never quite. Maybe it's the way that the sun going through the clouds right now is hitting your face, but feels your confidence is striking, and it is it's hard to ignore.
Thanks.
Yes. Anyway, we should carry on. And so with that, look of
Oh no.
behind them. The day continues on, and 3 hours pass without trouble, but the clouds do darken and the wind does get colder. It gets a bit more blustery as you continue through choppier and choppier waves. There's still sun breaking through, though. It's just not as pleasant weather conditions. And again, you can tell because you can tell nature-wise there's going to be a storm. You know it's going to be at nighttime. So you're safe for now, as it's still day. And then P and Chante awaken, having slept and recovered well the night previous. Now everyone's together for at least 8 hours. It's probably about 3 in the afternoon, 4 in the afternoon or so. And yeah, you're feeling well rested.
I had the weirdest dream. There was a giant shark, and then Ikto had a sign and told him to go the other way, and I was like, "Hey, dude, be cool," and he was cool. It's weird.
I made stew.
Oh yeah, everybody have Ikto's too.
I'm hungry.
Here, I'll cast prestidigitation on it again to warm it and to flavor it. Grr.
All right, he does so, and you guys see this meat just covered in loose flour.
Bon appetit.
So I just want to say, Eucalyptus said that she saw that there was a storm coming earlier, and the waters are pretty choppy right now. But she said it was totally fine to go through, and we 100% buy it, and we believe her.
She said she was absolutely sure that we will be
said
fine.
She has never
I'm
been
pretty
more
good
confident.
with ocean stuff. I could check it out.
Yeah, Chante, even just internally, you're like, I want to figure this out on my own. So I just want you to roll a quick, let's have it be survival check on your own. And P, do you believe your teammates, or are you feeling skeptical?
I don't know what they're saying. I just woke up and they're like, there's a storm, but she knows it's good. And they said it already happened.
Eat my stew. Eat
I
it.
ate
Yes.
I ate the stew, but what's going on?
Well, there might be. Okay, I sense that there's a storm coming.
Okay.
I felt it in my spine, just elf stuff. But it's not going to be that bad. And also, we might as well get used to it at this point, because this is our life now. So I feel like we should just go into it and just, try our best and learn our lessons, and we'll be better on the other side of it.
Yeah. Let's
Chante,
make
what
this
do
a
you-
learning experience.
Chante.
So,
So,
I got a
just to show the picture, everyone's talking, but Chante walked up and the wind blows in his hair, and he's looking out like a captain over this experience, trying to glean what he can. So yeah, so Chante turns around as you guys ask for him.
13 plus 6, by the way.
Oh, a 19.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. So, what do I gain while I'm looking upon this?
So in the distance, directly the way you're going, no more than probably like from 5 miles, you can even just see it. There's a lot of lightning striking directly in the direction you're going in. You also can see that there is some sort of something that juts out, like maybe a small island or like a rock. It's hard to tell in the distance, but it's like there's actual thunder and lightning coming and striking down around it, and you can see birds flying and fleeing against the direction that you're flying in. I mean that you're currently sailing towards. So you can tell that you just need to go off course a little bit in order to avoid that.
Okay, guys. I forget. Are you guys also horny for electricity? Because do you know how good it feels to get struck by lightning? So good.
Oh, I know.
Oh my
No.
god. Yeah. It's so good. But like I forget, some of you guys are like mushy, you know, and
Chante,
you're like afraid of cold.
We've been friends for a while, and static electricity makes my fur stick out, and I
Why
don't
are you asking
like
this
it.
question? Do you want to call lightning or something?
What, call lightning? No, there's like a lightning storm there, and I'm telling you guys, they are so fun. Like the waves all blast you around, and then lightning strikes you, and it's all like, whoo.
Well, but
awesome.
lightning couldn't lightning set the boat on fire?
Yes, also there's a very good chance it would blow off a lot of the planks of wood on the side of the boat. So maybe we should
But they're
not.
so fun, but they are fun.
Right.
Wait, are you sure, Marcus? Because Eucalyptus seemed pretty confident about
And also,
it being okay.
Marcus,
Hey,
Chante stood at
first
the end
mate.
of the boat,
Yes,
and he looked
yes.
really cool. You've
did.
never
Squishy.
done that.
I look cool.
First mate, quick aside. And Marcus pulls P over and sits her down. He goes, listen, I wasn't expecting that we would need this, but I can tell very, very clearly that most of the crew hasn't been through very basic school classes. So if you can do, just some critical thinking, you can run through some fun critical thinking skills with them. Crossword puzzles. I got a whole thing. I'm not begging you. I'm not begging you to do this. But it could help.
Can I talk to them privately for a second?
Yes. So Marcus kind of goes away and sits and just rubs his temples.
Everybody, we shouldn't do this for a bunch of reasons. It'll give you all the things you don't want.
Ocean
3 of
storms
us-
make me horny.
Great, but lots of things make you horny, and other things.
I
on the
know,
island-
buddy. I know. I'm gonna rub his back while saying, I know.
That also makes him horny. So
Eucalyptus.
What?
If the boat sets on fire, there will be no place for you to have sex with Marcus, and you might get to have sex with him if we have to take port. Like that's a good option for you.
I personally
Wait, who's
prefer
Marcus?
my lightning in the bedroom, so you're right.
Yeah, I think we pull
Missing
over
out.
because it gives
You're
us
missing
all what we want, and I'm squishy, and I don't get horny.
Okay,
from
but
lightning.
Pete,
I die.
Pete, can we just make sure that it doesn't look like I suck?
Yeah, I'll say.
How do we
it'll-
do that?
wait, so I'm confused. So we're staging a mutiny? Is that what we're
No.
doing? We're
No.
overthrowing Boatman?
No,
No.
we're maybe changing the direction that I was putting us in.
As backup captain, I'm gonna insist that we take port, even though the sea is always home.
Okay, but
Fuck
can
the
you?
Chante go.
Yeah, Shantae's
Oh, I
frustrated.
jumped in the water. It's cool. Don't worry about me. I'm just happy.
Chante.
But Pete, can we
Chante
come
is-
up with a reason that it's not me being wrong? I don't want to look like an idiot.
Okay.
So then let's have a mutiny. And then his
no.
opinion doesn't matter.
Look, I'm very bad at handling this boat. I like the captain being here because he knows how to handle a boat.
I think P's pretty smart.
We need the lie.
She's not the only smart one, okay?
Just say, I don't know, oh, you're scared, and then because guys,
You guys,
like
I'm feeling this
scared.
water. It's awesome. It's gonna be so violent.
Okay,
Oh.
let me just handle it.
You handle it, but we're all going to shore. You can talk to him and let him know.
Yeah,
we're going-
I got it.
Mutiny, bitch!
No,
Not
no,
a mutiny.
no.
No, Eucalyptus.
Marcus-
Go slap the
Marcus
boatman.
can hear it. Marcus can hear most of the conversations.
You can hear me?
Not you, but he can hear mutiny, bitch. Like he can
Mutiny
hear.
on 3.
Okay.
It's just like every
Marcus-
time
No.
Ikto says mutiny, it's very loud.
Mutiny.
And like Marcus can overhear that, and he also leans and he goes, "Your friend's not even in the water. He's just sniffing the lacquer." again.
It's awesome.
Well, yeah, that's
Does
how.
he
Yeah,
think
he
he's in
does
the
that.
water? He's just sitting there sniffing and saying it's in the water.
See,
This is
that's why we
normal for
can't
him.
really trust his whole lightning thing. But
Listen,
I've been talking to my friends, the
Yes.
crew,
Yes.
and as the boat end. Is
The
that
son
what
of
it is?
boat.
Boatswain.
The boatswain. yeah.
Boatswain.
Boatswain.
I gotta take care of them, and I don't think they're ready for the storm. I think we need to just go to an island and just get them. If they're not like us, they're not people of the sea.
There might be some other small islands that we can stop off.
Yeah.
along the
So
way
we just
before
want to
we
make
hit
sure
where we need to go.
everybody's comfortable. So maybe we don't do the storm this time.
Also, Marcus, we've been talking, okay? And we think that you're just not like us and we're having a mutiny. Slap!
No,
No, we're not. No, we're not.
And
No,
we're
we're
going
not.
to end today's episode there with Ikto slapping Marcus and shouting mutiny.
No, we're not.
Will they choose to go into the storm or decide to divert their course? Who knows? Tune in for the next episode of NDND. Everybody, thank you so much for listening. I think Lucas's camera might have crapped out because whatever he's on right now is amazing, and also the timing couldn't be better. Thanks for joining us on our journey as we go into the waters and see what lies beneath. I don't know why I did that voice. I think that's it. Have a great rest of your day.
Yeah, this is fun.
Bye.
Peace out, everybody.
Bye.